Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of what a Monday looks like running a $75 million business. So the first thing I have to do is make sure that I make the turnstiles. We got legit security up in this organization, and normally it beeps. Maybe it's gonna beep. Nope, it's not gonna beep today because it knows that I'm supposed to be here. So this particular Monday, we have a lot going on at this office. We have our finance and accounting team here. We have our technology team here. My office is at the front of the building so I can see everything that's going on. And on a Monday, it's important to know what's going on. So let me walk you through the 3 things that I do every single Monday in order to set the week up for success. So it's officially the afternoon, but I started this morning off at inbox 0. And you can see here in my inbox, if we could just like zoom in on this, not my prompts because this is my first time doing a YouTube video like this, so I'm like practicing. Anyway, this is my inbox. And what you can see here is that at 7:45 this morning, I didn't have any emails in my inbox. So why is that important? To me, it's really important to be at inbox 0 every single Monday. And the reason why is, as a leader in this organization, I know that people depend on me for communication. I know that they depend on me to get them answers. I know that they depend on me to be strategic. And on Saturdays and Sundays, if I don't spend the time and invest in clearing up communication, clearing up questions, and really diving into what a priority is for the week, whose responsibility is that going to be? Is it just going to be team members trying to follow up with me and get answers? I never want to be the communication block in our organization. And so this idea of inbox 0 is incredibly important. About a year and a half ago, I started using Superhuman, which is the inbox management system that I have going on there. It's a game changer for me. It's actually gamified my inbox. And so it's not just about me randomly hitting inbox 0. It's like actually like it rewards me and it says 4 weeks you've hit inbox 0 in a row, which I really like because if you're playing a game, you're more interested in just winning instead of thinking of it as this big drag that you have to answer a whole bunch of emails. But today it looks like I've gotten 46 emails so far, which isn't terrible, but I know that I started out today at inbox 0, which makes me really effective, really efficient, and know which communications I need to have. Which leads me to my next thing that I do every single Monday. Priority number 2 is doing a full review of my upcoming week. I want to know what calls I need to be on, what in-person meetings I need to do, what site visits I need to do. I might just actually take you guys along with me to do a site visit later this week because I have one happening, and if you're curious to know about those types of things, I'm just going to create that content for you. I want to do all of behind the scenes content, but specifically for meetings and appointments and site tours and things that I have to get done, knowing where I'm spending my time makes me feel like I actually have a plan for the week. And I honestly used to be a terrible productivity person. I would not know what was happening upcoming. I would never know what my day was going to look like. I would just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. And that worked for me when I was an employee. And that worked for me when I had a small team. But we have 188 team members, and I can give you a little visual of our office later if you're interested. But with 188 team members and a forecast for 2023 that I just got in my inbox over the weekend, that would put our total companies doing about $250 million in revenue next year. I can't afford to just not know where I'm spending my time. It is the most important thing for me to have a pulse on. And so I sit down on the weekends and have prepped by Monday morning where I'm spending my time, what meetings need to be added. And here's my trick with this. Sure, you already have existing meetings. You have people who want to be on your schedule. You have people who want to have conversations with you. That's fantastic. Don't just run your calendar based off of that. Let me repeat that. Do not just run your calendar based off of the people who want to meet with you. What things do you have to get done? What are the important conversations that you need to initiate? Because inflow is great. Inflow is important as a leader. People are going to bring you issues. People are going to bring you problems to solve. You're responsible for helping them solve those problems. But if you're not really thinking strategically about where you want your business to go, what the targets are, what content you need to create, what forecast needs to happen, what annual planning things need to take place, you're going to be playing defense instead of playing offense. This leads me to my third thing that I do every single week, which is set my top 3 priorities. As I mentioned before, it's so easy to just have an inflow. And this email management is also a big piece of this for me, because if I can manage my email, then I actually have time to think, okay, what do I need to go do? But if I can't even manage the inflow, my ability to think with, what do I need to go do? What do I need to go create? What do I need to go initiate? Feels like you never have time because there's always these emails. There's always something present for you. So I start the week knowing what my top 3 priorities are, and then I map my calendar around those 3 things. But if you don't know what your top 3 priorities are, you are just going to be chasing things around, and you're going to have quarters go by, you're going to have years go by where you thought, oh, I wanted to figure out how to implement this CRM. Oh, I wanted to figure out how to put an annual planning process in place. Oh, I meant to figure out the forecast, and you're never actually going to do it. So my top 3 priorities every week are non-negotiables for me. I make time on my calendar every single day for them. I block out about an hour and a half every day so that I have time to work on the things that I need to do. Because being a leader is being available for your team, but when you really want to grow your business, when you really want to add new revenue lines, when you really want to create new opportunities, you have to be thinking with, okay, where am I going to outbound and create these opportunities from? And so your 3 priorities tie out to those things that you know you need to do, and you're going to spend the time in order to do it. These behind the scenes, I'm going to start doing often. I'm thinking somewhere between 2 to 3 times a week, and it's going to be going through what we do here in order to build our business, which is doing about 75 million in revenue across all of our organizations. In the process, you're going to be taken along this journey with us for how we create a $1 billion business over the next 10 years. And so I want to give you guys the behind the scenes. I wish I would have started this content like 3 years ago when we had 0 employees and we had 0 revenue, and then we scaled and moved from there to having offices all over the country. But I'm starting now. We're doing 75 million now. Next year, well, I have to finalize that forecast email, and I need to do that a little bit later, but it is going to go crazy. We're going to go gangbusters around here, and I would love to take business owners behind the scenes and share with you guys what we're doing so that you can also implement the things that we're learning into your businesses, and also benefit from the mistakes that we've made, the mistakes I've personally made, and put systems and solutions in place in order to overcome those things. Your feedback is incredibly important to me because I've never created a YouTube channel before, and I want to create content that matters, and I want to actually show the real behind the scenes, because I feel like it's really easy to like sit in a studio and give somebody ideas and not really understand the context in which that's actually happening. It is really a Monday afternoon. I really did these 3 things today, and that's the place that I'm coming from in this channel. But I'm curious what you want to know so that I can take you behind the scenes, and I want to help you achieve the goals that you have, whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a current business owner, a leader thinking about starting a business, or a team member who's trying to figure out how to become more effective and efficient on a Monday. I would love to know what your feedback is. Give me your suggestions. I am open to it all. Drop it in the comments, and I look forward to reading them.